Best Buddies is an extension of Special Olympics, and their main focus is socially integrating kids with special needs with the regular ed student population. So the idea is purely social, so there's a connection and feel of inclusion, and so everybody feels valued and welcome and respected. Our range of kids that receive services, it's pretty broad. It can range from an intellectual disability, learning processing, visual processing that's very mild, that you wouldn't know from the outside. It can be social, if they're on the autism spectrum, and we see quite a few kids with autism, and that has actually increased dramatically in the last 30 years, significantly so. So we see a lot more kids with autism are on that spectrum. And then we have those who have physical disabilities as well, and that's a broad range as well. We have kids with Down syndrome. We've got quite a broad range, and so there's within our group, within our club, there's a lot of different kids within the umbrella of kids who receive special needs services through their IEP. And then, just like there's a range of kids who are regular ed or honors too, we have a kind of mix. But the idea for our Buddies Club is to socially integrate all of them so that everybody feels welcome, respected, included, and cared for.
Well, my brother was in it, so that was one major factor, but I just love the environment that you're in, and the fact that you're able to be with students that are special needs is just a really special experience.
I also just think it's a really great way to expand what you're really comfortable with, and it really gives you new perspectives on things you wouldn't come across if you were to just, spend your days having lunch with people that are just like you.
The opportunity to interact with people with special needs wanted me to join the club. It's a great way to build a relationship with them, and it's fun spending time with them.
Oh, they're so phenomenal. They're just so compassionate, caring, heart-centered, kid-centered, inclusion-centered, just really wonderful. Just have servants' hearts, too. Very much about service. And I'm fortunate because I get to work with, all of my leaders are also in the Character Leaders program, and I've worked with them, throughout the years. And so they're just wonderful, heart-centered kids who just want to make a positive difference and have a campus that's respectful and inclusive and caring. And so really heart-centered. They love the kids. They love them. Absolutely, absolutely. It's interesting because I've heard comments from parents and from other teachers of kids with special needs, particularly the severely handicapped classes, mention that they've been in other school sites and that sometimes kids with more severe disabilities are excluded, or not excluded, but segregated a bit, and they're not included socially as much. They're just kind of separated, and they comment about how that's so different on this campus because they're not only with the student body but with the staff. There's such a welcoming connection and just a spirit of everybody's equal and everybody's important and included. So yeah, absolutely. And the kids, you can see the kids in action. There's just such a love and a heart for inclusion.
Anybody I come across who has an interest in working with special needs kids, I really encourage them to just come, just see how they like it, because it's really cool because it's hard to explain to people how it actually affects them. It's when they're really in the midst of it that they really get the feel for it.
These people with special needs are just like us. They're friendly, they're so kind, they want to be included in things, and we should always include them and be their friend.
So the idea is to include everybody, so whether they're able-bodied, not able-bodied, whether they are differently abled, whether they are receiving services or not, and to be inclusive of everybody.